Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to some more Teppen. So, we're almost about to unlock the newest character, Jill Valentine, but before that, I thought I'd waste more of your time with stories, or story modes that I've already completed, so we're gonna go through X's story today. So, hope you like the anticipation, I guess. In a thick and thriving forest walled off by mountains, lay the forgotten remnants of an ancient human civilization. If those remains could speak, what a story they would tell. Humans had made robots as a way of enriching their own lives. There was one particular robot named X who could think, feel, and make his own decisions. For eons, X slept nestled among the ruins. Now it was time to rise. Compressed data flowed into X's memory. His optical sensors began to glow. There was no time for celebration. His first sight in millennia was of humans under attack. Mustn't hesitate. He jumped into and opened fire. So it's Ryu versus Rathalos here. So I guess he comes in, scares off Rathalos. Rio gets his ass, or hands Chun-Li her ass, and Rathalos goes and gets fucked by Nergigant, I guess. Alright. So I'm actually somewhat excited to play against, to play through the story just because I actually know how to use, X and his cards, because like I've said, I've only built one deck in this game so far, and that was a green and red deck. So I had a bunch of green cards using X here and a bunch of red cards to boost up their stats, as well as a couple of random red units as well. And you know, I really did like that deck quite a lot. Well, that kind of blows. Go ahead and summon this here. Oh, right. This guy. So I actually use this guy. I think I usually use a bunch of him, but I kind of dumped him down to only like one in my deck right now. But what he does is whenever he destroys a unit, he randomly inflicts, I think it's 2 damage. Yeah, 2 damage to a random enemy unit, which is pretty cool. Gonna go ahead and heal up our unit there. And on top of that, I was going to give her attack, but maybe not quite yet. What is this? Something that has flight. Oh, that's cool. But we're gonna go ahead and summon Rebecca Chambers here. Just go ahead and heal up ourselves. And go ahead and punch that guy in the face real quick. And then use X's hero art here, Heart Tank, which gives a massive 7 HP to the unit, which is hella dope. I'm assuming, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm assuming he's gonna play a card here on the bottom row in order to stop the attack here because he was coming in faster. But never fucking mind. So I'm just gonna go ahead and boost up her attack if that's the case, since he wants to play Lucia in the mid row instead to stop, attempt to stop Becca's attack, which I'm perfectly okay with. And let's play this guy here with flight up top. So even if he summons a unit down here, I'll still be able to hit him with the flight. Doesn't matter, because Kyrie here goes ahead and beats up the big old bad old dragon, Rathalos.
My true purpose.
And that was pretty easy. All the first story missions have been. Let's go back to the hero list, unfortunately. And let's go to the next story here. Or rather, the next mission here. Oh wow, it's fucking Chill Penguin. X's shot struck the scales of the wyvern, who seemed to change its mind and flew away. Protect humans, uphold the peace. That was X's only mission. Time may have eroded civilization, but the Blue Bomber's principles had remained intact. I never understood why X has like this weird halo above his head in this game. Kind of reminds me of like Mega Man 0, where X has that in that game, but I don't know. For the sake of his mission, X decided to move to a more heavily populated location. He analyzed the surrounding area and managed to locate a town being attacked by a demon. Weapons engaged, he entered the fray. So I guess this is maybe Dante. Scanning target. The result shocked the Blue Bomber. The target was both human and demon. Robots must protect and never harm humans. What should he do? He raised his X-Buster, his mind filled with doubt. See, I remember in Dante, and I think also in Morgan's story, Dante was chasing after Morgan, but then she turned into a human. You're and X is like, hey, stop fucking up humans.
Up yet?
And then Dante's like, bro, she not human though. And then X is like, shut up. And then they fight.
You'll only hurt yourself.
So we're gonna go ahead and play Iris here and go into, I guess, yeah, a tool here. Just need to have a unit out in case Iris dies, because she has an ability that I think is for all units, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it gives 3 HP to all units once she is killed off, which is pretty cool.
Adios.
And what is this gonna do here? Changes on a unit's attack to -2. Let's. Okay, so that's stupid. But apparently you can't have 0 attack in this game, which is honestly pretty interesting. But okay. So I don't want to heal up Iris, but I do want to have another unit out on the board just in case. When Iris goes down, she's going to pop, and there we go. 3 HP to all my guys there, and then I guess I can throw out. Shit, I gotta use my action cards, I guess, because I'm not drawing any monsters. There we go. We got another 9 Kitku. I don't know what the fuck that is, but we got another one of those. Let's go ahead and, in the interest of just actually being able to summon something, summon another one of those. Oof, took a lot of damage there for some fucking reason.
Time to repair.
Go ahead and give him a bunch of health there. And then is this for all of my units? 3 HP to a friendly unit. Okay, so I guess let's do it for... Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Dante is fucking dead. Alrighty then. I was considering building a sort of deck where it was just a bunch of flight units from the red class, and then a bunch of like health stuff from the green class, and just going that route, but I never really actually went through with that. I don't know if it'll actually be really effective, to be honest. X managed to bring the fight to a remote forest, saving the town from further damage. Wait, a distress signal, but he couldn't see any humans. He swept the area until he came across an ominous-looking mansion. The signal had been coming from there. Inside the mansion, X witnessed a terrible atrocity. One human killing another. The blue bomber felt conflicted, but he couldn't neglect his mission. You will be eliminated, X declared to the murderer. However, their reply shocked him. I just killed a murderer who killed others like they were nothing. You see me as a murderer too, right? That's why you've got your gun pointed at me. So how are you and I any different? X couldn't answer. Overwhelmed with confusion, he could only point his blaster. Nice to see that X basically fucking shoots first, asks questions later.
Maverick in sight. You leave me no choice.
That's real great. Real great of him, I guess. In any case. Yeah, I don't know how well that deck would work, but I guess I could, for example,
I don't have time for your interference.
Do it on like near Gigant or something like that, because he does have one of his hero arts where, like I said, the more damage he takes, he can deal that out back to the enemy units. So I can kind of wipe the field like that, because I'm assuming if I'm trying to summon a bunch of flight units, I'm going to end up possibly taking in a lot of damage per se. So I might need something like that to sort of compensate for it. Other than that, I guess Rathalos wouldn't be half bad to, you know, power up my units. So I don't know. I gotta play this guy out anyways. I didn't want to play out, what's his name? Abel, right? Yeah. I didn't want to play out Abel because he heals my hero, and I didn't have any damage at that point. So, nope. Played the wrong unit at that point. I wanted to go ahead and heal him. Let's go ahead and play this, and then go ahead and use our heart tank here to heal up our X, who is a pretty big and chunky unit. So he's going to go ahead and use Dark Destruction to destroy Iris, who's just going to give X some more health, and thankfully he can't even use Dark Destruction on him. because I believe it only works on 5 MP or less. X here is thankfully 7 MP. So that's pretty good. And we got ourselves something that can give him plus HP. But we also got Rebecca here who's going to give him plus HP. And then we got Rebecca and Felicia about to pounce on his punk ass Wesker's face. And boom goes the Wesker.
It's up to me to find my true purpose.
There we go. Pretty easy peasy. Wesker is, I guess, not as bad overall a matchup as maybe Nurk against, but he is still pretty bad in the fact that since I'm using red and green classes, max MP I have is 5, so you can destroy all my units no matter what. The notion of a twisted form of just a distracted X, enough for the murderer to slip into darkness. Disillusioned, the blue bomber simply wandered until he found himself back where he'd waken up. Why was I created? His voice simply echoed. X, your mission. Land of illusion. Good luck. That voice, it filled him with hope. And so he set off to the land of illusion, unaware that a woman was watching him from the shadow. You can kind of see that she clearly tricked him into taking Dr. Light and telling him to go into the land of illusion. But I guess whenever they decide to update the story mode, we'll see where that actually leads off into. I am pretty curious and anticipating what's going to happen in the story of this game, because it is nice that everyone's story is sort of interwoven. But I don't know if they'll actually expand on that anytime soon, so I guess I'll wait with bated breath. Anyways, until then, stay fresh.